I saw this video that one of my followers sent to me, and I have to say, I'm absolutely appalled. And I took the time to look into this person, who is, in fact, a practicing mental health professional. Let that sink in for a moment. This is someone who is actively treating people and who is showing they have no problem exploiting them online for personal benefit. Imagine going online and openly admitting that a client came to her for help in dealing with an abusive situation. Came to her hoping to get help to get out of said situation, most likely. And what was her response? What did she do? Well, she compounded the abuse by dismissing his trauma and diagnosing him with anxiety, BPD, and ADHD. And I ask you, do you think for 1 second she would have done any of that if the client happened to be a female? Do you think she'd be so bold as to go on the internet bragging about what she'd done in order to get clicks, likes, and validation? Not a chance. Unless you think it was all a joke and she was just having a little fun. I remind you, she's a mental health professional. She should know better. Because the last thing a true professional would do is anything that might end up hurting a client or clients. A true professional, even jokingly, would know to never mock a potential abuse victim or make fun of them, especially online. Yet, here we are. Imagine any client who had come to her seeking help for getting out of an abusive situation. Imagine what they might do now in response. Imagine how many people, especially men, will see this and feel that it's unsafe to go see her or any mental health professional, lest they too get put on the internet and made fun of. The fact is, by posting this, whether it's a joke or not, this mental health professional is proving she has an issue with men, and thus shouldn't be treating any patients who are men or who might come in contact with men, which means pretty much anyone. The fact is, whether this is meant to be a joke or not is actually totally irrelevant, because either way, she's proving she has an inherent bias against men simply by posting it. Frankly, I think her license to practice should be pulled, as she clearly cannot be objective when treating anyone. Sadly, though, it won't, because this mindset isn't the exception in the mental health profession these days. It's the norm, as I've heard not just from many people who've sought help, but many mental health professionals themselves. The truth of the matter is, videos like this are seen by men, and it's why they believe they can't go and seek help from a mental health professional, help they so desperately need. And why, in fact, I'm sorry to say, they're probably right. It may be more dangerous for them to actually seek help than not, lest they run into a professional with this kind of attitude. And how sad is that?